Praise to Allah. Back in the days, us as fans, we used to love music videos. We used to look forward to them, especially if the song was real good. You know, back when they had uh, Rap City, 106 in Park, even a little bit before then, but in that era when music videos was really key, you know, in the 90s, the early 2000s, the mid 2000s. And, you know, looking at the videos, it looked like they having fun. It looks like they having a ball. They partying. But we never think about how those music videos really hurt artists more than they help them. When you think about how much those labels was charging them to make the videos, charging them 200,000, 500,000, $1 million, maybe even more. And this is your own artist, not somebody you doing business with or somebody who hired you. This is somebody who signed to you and you charging them all this money, and you know this artist doesn't have that money to recoup, to pay you back. So why would you charge them all these extra fees? So I feel like those record labels was really hustling artists, you know, and they still try to now, but back then they really could get over on artists because they knew that they could charge them all this money for these music videos, really overcharge them for music videos. And you fast forward to this new generation where they don't have to spend a bunch of money on videos to blow up. They can just use an iPhone and use that and blow up. But back then, they want to charge you a wardrobe fee, all this crazy fees, and you wonder why a lot of artists uh, back then had financial troubles, and those music videos were a big part. Looking back on it, but you never really think about that when you're watching the music videos. You're just thinking, oh, these rappers are balling, they're just having fun, you know, they partying. But when that music video go off, you know, that bill that they get is crazy. You know, back in those times, and it's just a shame that artists back then weren't aware of that because of how important music videos were back then. Like, to get your video on TV back then was everything. And you know, that was another thing that artists got charged for too. Like, you know, if a label had to get their video on TV, they wanted to charge an artist for that as well. But I'm just talking about music videos in this one. And yeah, man, so many artists, man, were in the red because of music videos, and a lot of them weren't able to recoup. So yeah, hope everybody stay blessed.